This is going to hurt a lot of people. This might honestly hurt you, but if you stay at the very end of the video, this could be the hard pill to swallow that you needed for the day. Everything that you have in life, whether it be the job or the partner or the opportunities or the status or the place that you're living in, everything has to do with your identity. And if you're someone who's like, Kev, I don't even know who I am, I don't know my identity, the best way to understand your identity is to just look at your environment. That's who you are. Why I said this is going to be painful in the beginning of the video is because this will touch on a topic of radical responsibility. And this is a very touchy subject because we live in a world where people do not like to take responsibility of their lives. They'd rather blame circumstances, blame other people, blame their jobs, their bosses, blame their traumas for where they are in life right now, why they're not getting the things that they want. Your life sucks because it's tied to your identity. And you will create stories that will reinforce that identity, which will then activate our seeking mechanism, which will help us seek people, events, opportunities, and circumstances that aligns with that identity. Your job sucks because that's tied to your identity. Because if you're someone who identifies themselves as their job doesn't suck, then you would have taken yourself out of that terrible job and quit a long time ago. And yet you're still staying. Why? You can say, because there's a lot of bills to pay, Kev, because there's a lot of things to pay. Well, those other people have a lot of bills to pay too, and yet they found a way. They found a way to get a job or create a business and loved what they do and still pay that bills. Some of them have bigger bills than you. So what makes you different? You say that in order to make money, you have to work really hard, really, really fucking hard just to make money. And yet there are people out there who's not really working crazy hard and making a lot of money. So what's their identity? What's different from your identity to their identity? There are people who works insanely hard out there, trudging their bones, working 80 hours a week, and then making nothing. So is that what your identity is? Like, is your identity tied to this, I need to work hard just to make money? You say that you can't get ahead in life because of the way you look, because people always judge you and perceive you. And yet there is someone out there who looks like you, or maybe looks worse than you in consideration to how you look. And yet they're still killing life. They are living an abundant life. They are surrounded by people who love them unconditionally. So what is different from their identity to yours? We do not get what we want in life. We get who we are being. Our identity is rooted towards the things that we get in life. I need you guys to take a pause after I ask you to do one thing. Maybe pause this video and then continue on. If you have time right now, sit down and look at your life. Look at what you have in life. Look at what you have currently manifested in life, and be honest. Be truthfully honest to what you have, where you live, who your friends are, what your job is. Be truthfully honest about yourself. And once you take an inventory of that, you can deduce your identity from it. And the funniest thing is, if you want things to change, if you don't like what's going on in your life right now, then you have to change. You have to change your core identity first, then the stories will change, and then you start seeking out other things to correlate with that story. But it has to be within your identity first. Who are you? And honestly, it's really good to ask this ourselves every single day so that we can train our brain to change. What kind of person has the things that I want, and what identity do I need to assume so that I can have the things that they have as well? Because clearly nothing is working for you right now. Clearly this current identity that you have created over your time period, and sometimes it's not even your fault. Like, some of these identities were passed down to us by our parents. These identities are passed down to us by where we were born, which cultural values we adopt. But that's okay, you're an adult now, and which means you can start from now. If you want these things to change, everything in your surroundings, you have to change first. No, it's not the opposite. Your surrounding cannot change first. You have to change. Who you are has to change. I'm even gonna go as far as to say that if you really don't like what's going on in your life, you need to start dismantling your whole identity and start building from scratch. It's gonna be very hard because one of the things that our egos hate is the ego death. We have use this identity as a form of mechanism, even a defense mechanism growing up. And for us to just destroy it is a big no-no. And we're going to have so much resistance, but it's the only way. Because if you want something different, you have to be someone different. And if you don't know how to become that someone, start looking at videos, start looking at people that you admire, start being inspired by them. You will find those correlations. But right now, let's stick to one thing. You are unhappy because you identify as someone who has an unhappy life. That is the first thing that's got to change. And again, back to the exercise. What do you want in life? And how can you become someone who has the identity of that person who has that thing in their life? And then start doing the things that that person does. Watch how your life slowly change in the beginning and then gradually just be like, who am I? I don't even know who I am, but in a good way. I hope that video helps. And if you like it, if you're new, just come follow me. And I have so much more videos coming out like this. And if you're someone who's looking for more personalized work within themselves, I do offer a one-on-one coaching. You can email me at my link up above. Just hit me up. As again, I love you all. Happy Canada Day. Mwah.